Most people think the trick to scaling with Google Ads is just to spend more money. Double the budget, double the results, right? Well, not quite. If you scale too early or too aggressively, you can easily wreck your campaigns. But if you wait too long, you'll miss out on conversions and growth that were right there for the taking. So the question is, how do you know when the time's right to raise your ad budget? And that's exactly what we're going to cover today. I'm going to walk you through the key signals that tell you it's safe to scale, the mistakes that can cost you a fortune, and the best way to actually increase budgets without breaking your campaigns. Now, there's a few very specific things you want to look out for. The first's a stable cost per acquisition, or ROAS. If your campaign's been hitting its targets consistently over, say, the last 3 to 4 months, and, for example, you've been running at £10 cost per acquisition when your target's actually 15, then that's a massive green light too. What it shows is your campaign's efficient, and if you give it more budget, it'll probably keep producing the results at the same level, which ideally is what you want. Next up, local demand spikes. These can be spotted in tools like Google Trends or Keyword Planner. Let's say you're selling garden furniture in the Manchester area and you see a big rise in searches as summer approaches. That's the perfect time to put more budget behind your ads so you don't run out halfway through the day. Then there's seasonal peaks. Retail swings massively around Black Friday, Christmas, bank holidays, and even summer holidays. So if you know one of those peaks is coming, what you should do is start scaling up slightly before. Hold through the busy period, then scale back down after. And remember, during peak times, competition's tougher too. Cost per clicks can go up by 20, 30%, if not more. So keep an eye on them and adjust accordingly. If you don't increase your budget, you'll probably lose ground to competitors just because they're willing to spend more to stay visible. And finally, keep an eye on the competition. If a major player in your space suddenly drops their ad spend or disappears, well, that's your chance to capture their market share by leaning in with more budget. Now, don't worry, it's not all experience and guesswork when it comes to increasing your budget. Google also lets you know, you just need to know where to look for it. Now, the main one, and probably the most obvious, is when your campaign actually says it's limited by budget. That's Google telling you your ads are being cut off early because you run out of cash, believe it or not. If you're already hitting your targets and Google's literally saying you could get more results if you spent more, that's your cue. You also want to look at the impression share metrics. Now, I'll drop a link in the description to another video of mine all about these, but if your campaign's only covering 50% or 60% of available searches, that's a sign there's still plenty of room to grow. Check out the lost IS budget metric, as this one tells you if you've lost impressions because your budget isn't high enough. And as long as you're hitting your cost per leads or ROAS targets, more impression share means more opportunity. Another one to watch out for, although Google doesn't highlight this one, it's one you've just got to look out for, is whether or not your campaign's hitting its daily cap early on in the day. For example, if your ad spends the full 50 quid budget by lunch and then goes dark for the rest of the day, you're leaving money on the table. So raising the budget here will let you capture conversions throughout the night. My name's Mark Farrell, and I'm the owner of Rocket Reach PPC. And if you're running Google Ads in the home and garden space and aren't happy with the results you're getting, then let me take a proper look. Just head on over to www.rocketreachppc.com, click the button and request a free PPC audit. And I'll personally go through your account and record a no-nonsense video showing exactly what to change to get better results and fast. No hard sell, no pressure, just solid advice you can use straight away. And if, after receiving the video, you'd rather someone manage the account for you, then give us a shout. So go and grab that free audit today by visiting www.rocketreachppc.com now. Knowing the signs is one thing, but how you scale makes all the difference. Rule number 1, don't jump too fast. If your campaign's spending £100 a day, Don't double the budget to 200 in one go, as that kind of shot will reset Google's learning phase and send your cost per acquisition through the roof. Instead, scale in 10 to 20% increments. So £100 goes to 120, etc. Let it run for a week or two, then raise again if the results hold. This step-by-step staircase approach is the safest way to scale without upsetting the algorithm. Rule number 2, only scale the winners. Now, don't throw money across every campaign equally. Focus on the ones already delivering strong results. If one product line is running at 500% ROAS and another struggling at 100%, scale the winner. Rule number 3, don't change too many things at once. If you increase budget at the same time as changing your bid strategy or your ad copy, you won't know what's caused the performance to shift. So I'd say to keep your budget scaling as its own separate test, then optimize the other factors later. Now, let's talk about the traps. Big jumps overnight. Don't do it. That's how you blow money and wreck performance. Scaling campaigns that aren't ready. If a campaign isn't hitting its targets at a lower spend, pumping more money in it won't fix it. Ignoring seasonality. Don't keep Black Friday budgets running into January when demand's cooled. And blindly trusting Google's recommendations. Remember, Google makes money when you spend more. Take their advice as a hint, not gospel. So to wrap up, when is the right time to increase your Google ad budget? It's when your campaigns are stable, profitable, and showing clear signs of extra demand. Scale up gradually, focus on proven winners, and keep monitoring the numbers. Do it right, and you'll unlock growth without the nasty surprises of wasted spend or sky-high CPAs. Okay, that's it, guys. If you found this video useful and want to do me a really big favor, then please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.